What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. You're probably wondering, why is he talking like that? Well, I've got like a saw here. If I open my mouth too wide, you know the drill. You know the drill. I've got a live episode today, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get some gameplay in. I anticipate getting some gameplay in, but I've made massive changes to the account. And I did a lot of it on stream, and when I was editing the footage, I was like, you know what, let me just do like an update, like a club update. Let me get rid of all the gameplay from last week, the extra games that I went through in the weekend league, show you where I finished in the weekend league, where we finished for the month, what we got on the team, on the transfer list, how we've got 1,000,000 coins again, and where we're going with the club. But first of all, I promised you guys this week I would start doing things like getting the blind. Haven't done that yet. It's only Wednesday. I've still got two working days, but I did just go to the doctors. First of all, because I click my knees a lot, and he said that's fine. He said that's common, but I click my knees a lot. Like, I have like, if I don't click my knee, I feel like a build up of pressure is there, and then I click it, and it feels great. The relief is there, and he said that's fine. And then I told him about my breathing. Some of you may know, some of you may not. I've spoken about my breathing before. Basically, every now and then I feel like I have to take a deep breath, and I can't take a deep breath. And I can breathe normally, and I'm in no trouble, no problems. But I'm like, and I've explained to you guys, you know, you've seen it in videos. It's quite an interesting one. And I said to my man, I was like, you know, got breathing problems. He said it's not a problem. I was like, you can't just tell me nothing is a problem. I said I've got my thumb is decapitated. He said it's not a problem. No, I'm joking. He'd done some tests. He said you're okay. He said he said it might be due to weight loss. I was thinking, thank you very much, doc. I've been hitting the gym a little bit. So yeah, he said it might be due to some weight loss, which it probably isn't, because although I have actually been in the gym a lot more recently, this has been an ongoing problem for some years for me. So it's not tied to weight loss in my professional opinion as a doctor. However, he said it also may be mini anxiety attacks, which is actually, interestingly, when I've talked about this before in videos and on Twitter, a lot of you guys have said that you've had very similar situations, and it could also be tied to anxiety. He said he's not going to medicate me for it because it's not like full-blown anxiety attacks. So he suggested for me to Google some things to do with like mini anxiety attacks and how to get rid of them. And a lot of it is just like stress reduction, ultimately. So I'm gonna try stress reduction. I don't know how that would work, but anyway, the team. I went and bought Ogbonna. Greatest decision I've ever made. 84 pace, 87 defending, 82 physical. He is fantastic. I bought him for 105,000 coins. He is now worth probably less than 105,000 coins, knowing me. Know my luck. It looks like 105 is still like the cut-off point. I bought him with a shadow card as well, which was, he might have been at 103 or 102. But yeah, I bought him with a shadow card. Glad to have bought him. Of course, this is the team. I'm using this team right now. I'm even using this formation right now. I am open to change for this team. I want to find something interesting for the weekend league that works. I was playing some Division 1 games on stream. For those of you that were there, what up? Yeah, I was playing some D1 games on stream, and this is the team we had. We had this team here, and it was set up like this. So this is how the team started, and then I switched those two in-game and those two in-game. So I've been playing Lukaku at striker. He's not ideal. I'm not enjoying him thoroughly. We'll talk about him a bit more in a second. But what I was enjoying less than Lukaku at striker was the Kane and Dele Alli combination, especially coupled with the fact that I had Nainggolan in there. This team has one 4-star skiller, and that's just not enough. So I thought, let me bring some boys in. So I thought, let's get that El Shaarawy card in. We paid a lot for him. Let's see if we can work him into the team. And so that's precisely what we've been doing. We popped those two around there. So the setup now looks as follows. We've got Suarez up there, and so we had Lukaku back in midfield, and then, as you would have just seen, I had Costa back in midfield. So this is now the starting setup, and what we'll probably be going into for this weekend league coming, and then we'll switch around again. Nainggolan for Lukaku and Torres for Suarez. Torres for Suarez there, and then Suarez will be coming in at cam there. So this is what the team will look like in game. It'll probably look like this in game. So that's not too bad. In actual fact, I could probably start them in this manner and still get relatively good chemistry. Costa gets perfect chem. The defense gets perfect chem with the exception of Hector Bellerin. El Shaarawy would get 8, Torres 8, Suarez 8, Nainggolan 8, and Lukaku 8. I might still get like high chem, but I'll do it the way I do it. And the team set up like this, mainly the formation like this, because I played a few guys in Foot Champs this weekend with a 4-3-1-2, and it was very, very difficult to break down, and it was very good offensively. So we played Division 1 with it. I didn't quite win the D1 title. I lost the last game where I had to get a draw, and that was a title over, which was unfortunate. But in general, I have quite thoroughly enjoyed using the 4-3-1-2. So we're going to try that this weekend league. We're going to try the 4-3-1-2. We're going to start, this is going to be the team that we play with. Of course, it will start on the 100 chemistry. And then going forwards, as I've explained before, it's about saving now and getting prepared for team of the season. Before we talk about that, I want to show you some of the stats. So Lukaku, for me, has got 22 goals and 16 assists in 52 games. Now, I will say this, and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but there were 4 consecutive games in the daily knockout tournament, because I played the daily knockout tournament and won that. I got nothing in the pack. 4 consecutive games where people just quit straight away. 3 consecutive games where people quit straight away. And then one guy, I went 1-0 up against him in the 3rd minute. He equalised in the 7th minute and then paused it and quit because he just didn't want to play. Like, I guess he felt like he wasn't going to win the game. So instead of me beating him and me advancing and him going out, he figured when he got back on level terms, he would quit. So I'd have to play against somebody else, and he was going to lose anyway. So yeah, Lukaku's record not the greatest. I do want to still give him a chance because his card is crazy good. What I find interesting is he's got medium work rates, and he doesn't make the runs that Torres makes, and Torres is amazing. Also has medium work rates, and as you can see there, 52 games, 52 goals and 23 assists, and that's again with 4 games where just nothing happened. But the Torres card is magnificent, and if you actually compare the two of them, Lukaku beats Torres everywhere with the exception of pace and dribbling. However, I have a pace attribute card, well, pace chem style on Lukaku and not on Torres. So Lukaku actually gets benefits that Torres doesn't. So I don't understand why Torres is the man. And Torres is like, I thought Ibra was one of the most clinical finishers I'd ever used. Torres just destroys him. Again, it's very interesting because Ibrahimovic has more physical, more passing, more shooting, less defending, less dribbling and less pace, but he's got better shooting by stats. But Torres finishes chances that even Ibra didn't. You know what I mean? Which is why Ibra is languishing on the bench. Just because this Fernando Torres card for me, I've not had a player this year in FIFA yet, especially given the fact that I've only got a few games of Torres in the outside of Division 1 and Foot Champs. And in fact, most of Torres' games are in Foot Champs. By the time he had 27 games, he had already got 50 goal contributions, all in Foot Champs. So now he's got 52 games, 75 goal contributions. I've never had an attacker, a player, a striker in this year of FIFA with that positive record, which is pretty interesting. We've then got Luis Suarez, broke the 300 game mark, 284 goal contributions, which is very nice. Again, considering a lot of the time for Suarez is either spent at cam or is as a sub coming on. A lot of these players we've used as a sub a lot, like Costa we've used as a sub plenty of times. He's very close to his 100th goal, 520 games. Nainggolan, he's getting starts now, but he's also been a sub many games, 286 performances for him. El Shaarawy, he's not done great. He has been used as a sub coming on quite a lot, but he's also been used as a sub going off quite a lot as well. So they are, 18 goal contributions in 38 games. That's almost a goal contribution every other game. For a guy who plays centre mid, not even cam, that's not that bad. Like when I compare it to Costa, who gets, like a goal every 5 games and an assist less than that. Like El Shaarawy's doing a better job there. Alonso, again, nearly at 300 games with him. I had Team of the Year Marcelo, I sold him. I had that Ramos, I sold him. I went back to Reed. Reed, We got 259 games on this read. We had like over 300 games on the inform read that we packed. So he's played a lot of games for us. And then Ogbonna, this guy is unreal. He's unreal. Trust me when I tell you, get him. You're gonna see him in the weekend league a lot this weekend, and you're gonna be very angry with yourself that you didn't get him because he's gonna ruin your dreams. And then Hector Bellerin, a lot of games for him, 566 games for Hector. I rate Coleman a lot. I think Coleman is a great midfielder. The biggest problem is, even though he's got better stats than Bellerin in absolutely every area than pace, and even though the shadow card boosts Coleman's pace to 94 or 95, he just doesn't have that feeling that Bellerin has. And it's that feeling of just rapid. And I wonder if it's because of the height or the work rates. You know, Coleman's high 5'10", and Bellerin is high medium 5'10". His height is the same, work rates in this. I don't know how to explain it. If I could, I would much prefer Coleman. And I might start using him at right back as well. I might start alternating between them. Maybe what I'll do is I'll literally alternate them for fitness, and I'll mark down their personal in-game results of passes, tackles, things like that, and the overall result to see if I win or lose with them in. And then after 10 FUT Champs games, for example, I can make an educated kind of decision on which one will be the more permanent starter. We've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic now as well, guys. 398 games. He's got, what, 386 goal contributions, which is incredible, again, due to the fact that he's been a sub for around 100 of those games now. You know, he's been coming on as a sub a lot. Lacazette, another one of those guys who I just sub on a hell of a lot. Pretty nice goal return. Samuel Eto'o started getting some game time. Quite thoroughly enjoyed bringing him on. Again, you know, only 3 goals and 3 assists in 12 games, but he comes on as a centre mid most of the time. Al Sommer has been very good to use. 7 goals, 1 assist for him. This Jonas card, I'm so happy to be playing with him again. I really like this Jonas card. This is one of my favourite cards in the game this year. Not because of how good it is or anything, just because I'm a big fan of Jonas anyway. I enjoyed his cards last year, his Team of the Season card. I like the fact that he was one of the first players that we got on this account as a special card that we kind of like started using early on. I'm just a big fan of that card. Dele Alli already has 219 games, which is mental. Harry Kane, 55 games, 9 goals, 12 assists. He's useless. This is my biggest regret, this Harry Kane. He cost me about 400,000 to 500,000 coins. I absolutely wish I didn't do him. I am happy that I've got all the Player of the Month cards, just because it's nice to have them all. We've also got that Sterling there as well that's not on the account right now. But if I could go back and undo some of them, it would probably be Dele Alli and Harry Kane that I would undo. And Dele Alli literally only because he's got the attacking creativity that I like in Cam, but he doesn't have 4-star skill moves. He's got the height and the physicality that I like in a defensive midfielder, but he doesn't have the defending or the work rate. So he's kind of like literally like useless everywhere. He is a good player. I kind of wish I didn't do him. Heung-min Son. Soon as if what EA did before with the database leak, if he does go to 4-star skill moves, he will be going back into the team. He's already got 685 games. I'll try and get him to 1,000 games throughout the year. But yeah, he's amazing. Firmino, we played a lot of games with as well. 284 games. I really enjoy that card. Martial, not so many games with him. 77 games, 30 goals, 20 assists. Again, a lot as a sub, so that's still pretty good return. And then your main man, he finally hit the 1,000 game mark. Eden Hazard. What's that? 938 goal contributions in 1,001 games, which again comes down to a situation where he comes on as a sub quite a lot, but because of his low stamina levels, he actually comes off as a sub quite a lot as well. I'm glad I got him to 1,000 games. He's been one of the most important players in the club this year, and I kind of do want to go back to a BPL team eventually. But I'm in that situation where if I put Ibra and Hazard into the team and Dele Alli or whatever, if I go like full BPL, I sit there and I think, man, Nainggolan, Torres, Suarez, how can I have these dudes on the bench? So I throw them in. And now I'm sitting there like, man, Ibra, Hazard, you know, Dele Alli, Roberto Firmino, Anthony Martial, how can I have these dudes on the bench? It's just such a catch-22. And I know a lot of people say build 2 teams. And yeah, building 2 teams is the smart thing in many aspects, apart from the fact that I enjoy playing with just one set of players. I enjoy playing with one team. This is the club right now. Gaetan, Ben Arfa, Dendonka, Giuliano, and Jovetic. I will sell these guys on when I make profit. Milik, Malo. I bought Taiwo. I bought him fresh, 21,500 coins, and he'll stay there until... I think that there are so many of these FUT birthday cards that are so cheap and they're so low rated that EA are going to do a squad builder challenge in the future that will require them, which is why I picked them up. Morata, hopefully he'll score for, he'll score for Real Madrid and we'll get some money on him. Ramos, the same. I bought him 19,750. I won't use him. I bought him as an investment. This Thomas card we bought and used for 13k. What's crazy is like his price is still the same. Like it doesn't change in value. You'll see here, like, yeah, 40. There you go, 14k for that. So, like, he's a sort. Like, I could sell him and get rid of him because I'm probably never going to use him again. In fact, let's do it. Let's get those coins in the bag. But I do sit there and I think, man, this is a man of the match card from Atletico Madrid and he's 81 rated. If there is again an SBC that requires him, I've picked him up for 13k. I can either use him and it will be cheap, or I can sell him and make profit. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do there or with that one. So we've got him. We've got Delafeu. We've got Batshuayi. We've got Artur Boruc. We've got Talisca. Another one of the man of the match dudes. I just bought him. He's not fresh, but I bought him for 11,000 coins. So again, if there's a man of the match needed, we've got a nice one, a nice cheap one there. Weedwald, which we obviously packed, and then Sanson. These guys I will hopefully sell in the near future. I don't mind even just getting my money back on them just to get the money in, because I've got a different investment kind of method that I want to go into for team of the season, and we'll talk about that a little bit in a second. We've got Gibson, and then 84 Varane is my highest rated gold card. Yeah, because De Gea is in the team, so I don't have any 85s, 86s, 87 rated players. None of that. It's just all these 84s and 83s, 82s, etc. And then in terms of special cards outside of that, of course, we've got all of the other SBC cards and all of the other special cards that we picked up. That Giovinco there. We've got Insigne, who doesn't play. You know, we've been through these a lot. We've got the one-swatch Draxler, Arnautovic, De Rossi, Juan Fran. We've got the Sterling. 531 games for him. He's been a good servant for the club, has Raheem, as has Mane, 68 goals, and as has Theo Walcott, 513 games. A lot of games in my players, you know, a lot of games in them. David Villa, these dudes don't really get game time. Fernandinho got a lot of game time, 288 games for him. But again, it's about me trying to find that right balance, you know what I mean? The right balance of players that I want to be using. We used Gareth Barry for a few hundred games. We used Depay for about 100 games, 70 games there, mostly as a sub again. Emre Can we used a lot. I think we've got 500 plus games on him, and I would happily put him back into the team instead of Costa, perhaps. I really enjoy that Can card. Balassi we used a little bit, 68 games on him. Rashford we tried using a few times. He's garbage. He's genuinely utter garbage. Chadley we've used for a fair few games, 230 games on him. We got that Derrida Inform. I did an Inform pack and got Derrida. He's useless to me. And then the red cards in general, quite useless. There's not really a lot here after that is usable or useful. And we go all the way down to the David Myler green card. So that's where the club is at by way of like actual things. Now we've got 981,000 coins. I've got a fair few things on the trade pile. I have invested some coins. You saw some of the investments in the club, but so I sold some of the bronzes we're selling just because of the SBCs. Sergio Ramos I sold for 565. I bought him for 550 something. I lost a little bit on tax on him, not much. Marcelo I actually sold for a profit. I think I bought him for like 630, sold him for 695. What you see on my bench then, I've got the gold players that I've actually picked up just from Weekend League rewards. But I went and bought another Ramos, 20,000 coins. I went and bought this Inform Carlos Vela, 18,000 coins for a fresh card. This is a really nice card. He will definitely go up to 25, 30,000 coins in my opinion. I bought 84 rated Keane, 17.5k fresh. Another Keane, 17.75. Another Carlos Vela, 18,000. And another Adrian Ramos, 20,000. Just really low value players that have good stats. Like this Carlos Vela, high-low work rates, 4-star skill moves, good pace and dribbling, very nice shooting and passing. For 18,000 coins, he's an 84 rated Inform. Can't go wrong with that. Eventually, I'm going to make some money on that. You know, another Ramos, another Carlos Vela, 18,000 coins, another Keane right here, and then the second Jovetic that we've got, like that right now, I've lost a fair bit on Jovetic. He's down, down at like 45,000 coins. So if I sold my Jovetic now, I'd lose 30,000 coins on each because I bought 2 of them. I'm very confident that if Jovetic scores a goal, he'll go up to max bin at 100k, where I make some profit. And then Keane again, another Keane card bought there, and then it's just the ones that I've been trying to sell. I bought another Niang. I bought one Niang, 28,500, and another Niang, 31,500. When he got a goal and an assist for Watford, and I couldn't even shift him for a 40,000 on open bid. I have no idea. He didn't even end up getting an inform either because it was a midweek game. It was sensible that people didn't buy him, but I invested in him, and that was ultimately a mistake. Now, someone that I chose not to invest in, which was probably a mistake as well in itself, was the one to watch Mustafi. He's not available right now. He was selling for 30,000 coins, and I said no, I'm not going to buy him. And then when he scored for Arsenal, I still said no, I'm not going to buy him because it was 2-2. He got a goal and an assist, but he also got a yellow card and conceded 2 goals in a game that Arsenal didn't win. I could not for the life of me see how EA might give him an inform. I just couldn't do it. So I put my sensible head on and said, no, don't buy into the hype of Mustafi, because there's no way on earth he's going to get an inform. And then lo and behold, probably because he's a ones to watch card, EA gave him an inform. He went from 30k to 100k insta bin. As you can see now, he is extinct at 100,000 coins. So even if I'd bought 2 of them, I would have made 150,000 coins profit. If I'd have bought 5 of them, I would have made 70,000 coins a man. And because I've got 1 million coins, buying 5 players at 30,000 coins isn't too bad. What I'm going to do for the future to try and get money for team of the season, you know, I've got 1 million coins. I've got a lot. I've got about 1 million to 1.5 million's worth in the club of sellables, right? The ones to watch cards. They all have some good value. The Taiwos, all the investments. You know, I've made some solid investments. I've got the Ogbonna worth 100,000 coins. Like I've made some solid investments into the club that I can sell when necessary. We don't know what EA are going to do for team of the season, so I want to have a war chest of coins, and I've got about 4 to 6 weeks to do that. So what I'm going to do, what I aim to do in the future to actually get my team of the season war chest higher, is to ones to watch trade in hype. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at games. For example, today, Arsenal are playing again, interestingly enough. Arsenal against West Ham, Hull Middlesbrough, Southampton Palace, Swansea Spurs, Chelsea City, Liverpool Bournemouth. I'm going to keep an eagle eye on these games. And during that time, the 2-hour period from when the game kicks off to when the game ends, I'm going to keep an eye on all of the games, all of the scores, all of the scorers, all of the players. If any ones to watch card does anything in the game, I'm just going to go and buy 5, list them up for 20% more and sell them off. I've got 1 million coins, so I'm able to do that. Whether or not it works remains to be seen. But that's going to be my idea to get team of the season investing in. On top of that, for team of the season investing, I get a lot of people ask me, what can I do? One thing that you could possibly do that might be a good thing is take the big leagues, Calcio A, special cards, set the max buy now to around like 12, 13,000 coins and buy any of these cards. Like this guy here, you're not going to lose money on this inform card, right? Because he discards for 10,000 coins anyway. So you could buy him for 11,000 coins. Worst case scenario, sell him back for 11,000 coins and lose the tax, or potentially just discard him and get your money back, right? The reason why I reckon it might be interesting to buy up these informs and stuff in the big leagues is because if EA do something with SBCs, or if they do something with tournaments and such, you might need these players. So if you've got 30, 40,000 coins, go check the big leagues. What do we get in the Bundesliga? So there doesn't seem to be any golds here. So there's no golds. It looks like the lowest for the golds is about 11.5 to 12,000 coins. 12,000 coins is totally okay. Look at that. Weedwald. I've already got one in the club. But you could buy Weedwald. You could buy this Berg Star. If there's a fresh one here, I'll actually pick it up. He's not fresh. There you go. There's another Latza there. I'll buy fresh ones personally, just because I think they have a little bit more value than the non-fresh ones. But you could go and buy this Berg Staller, and just have him in your club. And worst case scenario, you discard him for 9,500 coins. Best case scenario, you sell him for 11,000 coins and lose a little bit on tax. Absolute best case scenario, is that a fresh Dahoud? Wow. Wow. Yeah, absolute best case scenario. He becomes valuable during team of the season, and you end up making a crap ton of money. You know, even if it's like 5, 6, 7k. Wow, there's quite a few Dahouds on the market. That's interesting. There's still loads of Movember cards. I thought they would have all been gone. Seriously, that's crazy. Yeah, so you can go and do that, dudes, for all the big leagues. Even the non-big leagues. You can even do that for the Russian league and stuff. Like, I'm sure they've got some nice informs that people just sleep on because it's from the Russian league. There you go. You got Belanov as one. I bet it's just going to be Belanov, isn't it? You got that man of the match dude there. More Belanovs, more man of the match dudes. More Belanovs. Crescito. I mean, he's not fresh, but 12,000 coins for an Italian 82. I'll actually buy him. Put my money where my mouth is. I'll buy him. I'll take him. Because for 12,000 coins, this is an Italian left back with decent stats. 82 rated inform. I will keep him. I will take him for 12,000 coins. I will take him. And yeah, so this would be a smart thing to do for team of the season investing, guys. Getting your clubs prepared with informs from around all the big leagues. We don't want these guys here. It's going to be difficult with the BPL. Well, there's no informs available on the BPL anyway. We looked at Calcio A. We looked at Bundesliga. Let's look at Liga Santander, see what we've got. So you got Mercado, Cuellar, Gonzalez was there. If we got some fresh ones. I'll take a couple of the fresh dudes just for nice and cheap. We've got some informs here. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So Cuellar there, fresh. 40 owners he's had. I'll pick him up. 11,000 coins. Worst case scenario, guys, I can discard him for 9,900 coins. Absolute worst case scenario, I lose 1,100 coins on a risk of buying an inform that could potentially be valuable to me during team of the season. We've got Mallow here as well, 10,000 coins. I already have a Mallow in the club because I packed him. But again, 11,000, his card's not great, he's not going to be usable, but an 83 rated, I'll buy it for 11,000 coins. 83 rated Spanish special card that will discard for 10,100 coins. I will lose 900 coins on him if all goes wrong. And in this one here, and you know what, he's not even fresh, I'm still going to buy him. I can't not. For the fact that, again, he's 10,750 coins to purchase, you can't go wrong. You can't. What's this one? Also 10,750. I can't not buy him. He's 83 rated special Spanish card, and he discards for 600 coins less than I bought him for. I would be an idiot not to buy that card. There is profit right there, 100%. So you guys can go and do the same sort of thing if you want. It's not like I'm saying that this is a good idea and then not following through. I'm saying this is a good idea, and you can see me picking up these players too, because I do genuinely believe that buying the informs. Oh, that Lotin card is pretty good. I genuinely believe that buying these informs is going to be worthwhile at one stage or another. I can't see how it can't be. So we've got Roland here as an inform. Have we got any fresh ones? I don't want 11,500 if I can get it for 11,250. And again, just because of the discard value of these cards, there's a Roland there. I mean, he's not fresh. He's all but fresh. But again, 11,250 coins, I'll take it, dudes. I'll take it. So you've seen me invest in some cards here. Roland, we bought him for 11,250. We can discard him for 10,000 coins, give or take. So again, it's another situation where we would potentially lose 1,000 coins if we discarded him. Maybe 500 coins if we sold him. And if he becomes useful, it's profit. So even if he went up to 14,000 coins, guys, you've made 2,000 coins. Might not seem like a lot, but if you did this 20, 30, 40 times, you're now making hundreds of thousands of coins. If they go up by 10,000 coins and you did it 20 times, you know, you're making 200,000 coins. There's a lot of money to be made, to be had, to be earned in these players. I'm more interested actually in the. Let me do that. And let me do this. I'm more interested in the man of the match cards that are selling for maybe 10,500 that are gold, because that Mallow they discard for more. You know, they discard for 10,100 coins. So if we can get some gold man of the match cards, I wonder if that Houlihan discards as well. He's there for. I don't know how much these ones discard for. Because if he discards for more than 10,000 coins, I mean, that's just... Surely somebody else would have bought him if he actually discarded for more than 10,000 coins. But check the market periodically, guys. There you go. That Najar card, I'll buy that for 10,500 coins. I think I already have one of these in the club as well. I don't. But I will discard him for 10,000 coins. So I am out 500 coins maximum. And he's fresh. What more could you want? That is a bargain, in my opinion. Absolute bargain. We'll take him. What else have we got here? This guy is bronze, doesn't really make any difference. It's a shame you can't sort them by gold. I'd like to see just the golds, but I end up picking up another card there. So for me, guys, team of the season is about investing and cleaning. So what I'm going to do over the next 2 or 3 weeks is clean the club out. I'm going to no longer save players. I'm going to be selling on all players that I get out of packs. And over time, I'm going to start selling on all of my gold cards, discarding the ones that aren't important. Selling the ones that have any value, you know, like this Bonaventura. How much would he sell for right now? Maybe 1,000 coins if I'm lucky. Maybe 1,400 coins. So I'd much rather have the 1,400 coins in the bank, or 1,500 coins in the bank, whereby I could go and invest that in another player, or in a ones to watch card, or just have it as in the coin balance, so that when team of the season comes around, I've got the coins to be able to do the things that EA may or may not put out. Because we don't know what's coming. There could be SBCs, there could be tournaments, there could be anything. I want to make sure I've got the best stuff available by basically just having so many coins that even if I bought and sold so many players that I made a bonus 1 million coins, and then if something comes out that cost me 200,000 coins, I'd be happy to spend that 200,000 coins because I've made so much money during the trading in the meantime. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here for now, guys. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.